con Silvia, KUHS de Radio y Televisión. Así que estamos aquí, tenemos un invitadazo que lo tienen Daniel Gallegos de Las Vegas, Nuevo México. Buenos días.
Buenos días, ¿qué pasa, Silvia? ¿Qué andamos?
No, pues un gustazo tenerte aquí finalmente.
Paseándome por Denver, Colorado. Es un honor estar aquí con ustedes. I've been wanting to come for a very long time. Y ahora que tengo CD nuevo, this is the perfect time para venir.
Exactamente, and we'll welcome you guys to Canciones de Domingo with Silvia, KUHS Denver Radio and TV station. We have our guest Daniel Gallegos from Las Vegas, New Mexico, and like he said, you know, he's visiting Denver because he has a new CD, Ranchera Bill. So make sure that you, hold on just a second, we have some audio issues. Two? Okay, hopefully you can hear me guys better. There you go. There you go. Okay, so we have Daniele. He's gonna be telling us about the new CD.
Tengo CD nuevo. It's my 21st CD, Silvia.
Wow.
Comencé en 1989 con la banda Sangre Joven ahí en Las Vegas, Nuevo México. We were the youngest Spanish band at that time. My brother was 14 years old. And I was 16 years old. Estábamos bien chiquititos, y por eso los ponemos Sangre Joven. We were young blood, and we're 2021, and after 32 years.
So 2021. Wow, that's
21 albums. 21 albums between Sangre Joven, Daniel Gallegos, and Los Gallegos Bros. So
wow,
I'm pretty excited
amazing.
about that. Yeah, pretty excited.
It kind of like matches, you know, perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, so you planned everything, right? Everything was planned. You're like, by 2021, I'm gonna have my 21st CD. How's that?
Yeah, coincidence, no?
Well, I think it's pretty cool. So Daniel, so you said you were 16 when you started the Sangre Joven band, and then your brother was part of it. Who else was part of the band?
There's been actually several members throughout the years, Silvia, que contributed to the success of Sangre Joven, and some of the popular ones, of course, are. There's a guy by the name of Gonzalo, aka Seaweed, that was part of the band. Michael Marquez, del grupo Dulzura también, he was part of the band. My brother Lorenzo Miguel, of course, Bobby Madrid on la trompeta.
Oh.
Pero there's been several artists that have joined Sangre Joven and went on to become successful solo artists.
That's what I was gonna say, because I remember, you know.
There's been quite a bit of them. Joaquín Maestras del grupo Quemoso también. You know, so my thing has always been to ayudar a los otros músicos, levantarlos, you know, sin envidia. Something that I've always strived for. Mi mamá me dijo siempre, ayuda a la gente, Daniel, y más te ayuda Dios.
Exactamente, porque lo que das es lo que recibes.
Exactamente.
Muchas veces tardamos un poquito, ¿verdad?
Yeah. Una mano se lava con otra.
Exactamente. Y Daniel, dime, cuando es difícil para ti cuando tienes así a un miembro de la banda y que te dice, ahora quiero lanzarme solo.
No, actually, si quieres, yo te ayudo. Muchos de ellos, yo tengo studio there in Las Vegas. I have a recording studio. I actually record them and I'll help them promote. So that's one of the things that I do is ayudo a los músicos que están en la banda.
Entonces me imagino como, I mean, even though like a lot of people want to like be on your band and then go solos, you still have a lot of people that would like to join your band.
Exactly.
So you're not like missing a member for too long.
No.
It gets filled out right away.
Una puerta se cierra y otra se abre de volada.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fíjate nada más. Pero qué bonito, Daniel, que digas eso, porque mucha de la gente no somos un poquito egoístas, o sea, no de que no queramos ayudarles, pero los queremos tener con nosotros por siempre, especialmente si son buenos elementos. Digo, si se quieren lanzar como solistas, usualmente es porque son buenos, entonces no los quieres dejar ir.
un gran talento, y no, mucha gente tiene gran talento, and you get it and you enhance it. That's what you do.
Oh, that's so good. Well, you know, congratulations and thank you for doing that, because that's like a great example for a lot of people out there, especially in this business that is so egocentric.
Yeah, it's fierce, you know. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of envidia, y hay mucha gente que no quiere verte ir para arriba, pero si traes a Dios contigo, siempre va a estar bien.
Mira nada más, qué bonito, no, pues qué bonito, Daniel, y sé que por decir, ahorita, ¿quiénes son los miembros de la banda que los que traes?
Ahora mismo tenemos a Manny Lucero, que toca los tambores, he plays the drums. Tenemos a Gerald Roybal de Pecos, New Mexico, él toca el bajo. Y we got a young buck, because I'm not that young anymore, we gotta keep the sangre joven, yeah. So we got a young buck in the band, que se titula, the name is Ray Paul Lucero. Ray Lucero, yes, de Anton Chico, New Mexico.
He's the one with the
saxophone.
Oh, el saxophone, yeah.
Saxophone, tenemos a Bobby Mayor en la trompeta también, y yo toco la guitarra y canto.
Ya, pues sí, a mí me ha tocado el honor de verlos tocar y cantar y disfrutarlos en los bailes. Creo que fue ya hace 2 años.
It's been a while, yeah.
Como Navidad o Año Nuevo.
Porque el COVID pegó,
Sí.
and it sidelined muchos de los artistas, it hit us pretty bad, especially when this is my bread and butter, Sylvia, that this is the way I make money to support my family, and it hit us pretty bad. They canceled all our gigs. So, you know what I did? I did some live shows.
If you haven't seen them, I mean, I've been sharing it on Facebook, so hopefully you guys have been able to see them. But, one of the things, Daniel, that I've been seeing about you is that people follow you. Doesn't matter where you are. I mean, those live feeds are just amazing.
I did 60 shows, Sylvia, 60 weeks straight.
Wow.
Every Friday I would do a show for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And what I would do is I would play my guitar and I would bring in different artists.
Yes.
Like I said, sin envidia, I give him promotions, I help him out, and we did it for free. That was another thing. We did it for free, and what we did is we entertained la raza.
Yes.
During the COVID, porque todos estaban encerrados, and there was a way, for me, yo me puse medio depressed, stress.
Yeah.
Not only did I lose one job, I lost 2 jobs. I worked in a restaurant también for 16 years there in Las Vegas at the Plaza Hotel, and of course all the restaurants closed también.
Yes.
So I lost 2 jobs, and I got kind of depressed, for a couple of weeks there, and the only way that I could cope with this, Silvia, was to play my guitarra y cantar. That was my outlet, and that's the way the show started. I started doing that at the beginning. I was doing the shows nomás solo yo.
Yeah, I remember
nomás solo
that.
yo. Los first 10 shows eran nomás yo. And mucha gente were tuning in, 2,000, 3,000 people. Man, that's a lot of people.
I seen 5,000, 7,000
that was at
people.
the beginning. And then later on, I started getting the special guests in there. And then there for a while, we had 69,000 people watching us play. With 45, with Luisa G, we had 56,000 people. With AJ Martinez, 43,000 people. I mean, it's just incredible what social media can do. And les agradezco mucho de todo el corazón, mi raza, por apoyar mi música. And little did I know, Sylvia, that I was helping out everybody.
Yes.
I was helping out everybody that was going through a hard time. What a blessing from God.
And I saw the first ones when you were by yourself and singing. And I saw that, I'm just going to tag you here. So sorry, guys, if you guys see me doing this, it's just I'm trying to see if I can tag Daniel.
No, we were. I was busy. I really didn't. I wasn't focusing on doing numbers or anything like that. I was just doing it just because. And I thought at first I was just doing it in New Mexico. Northern New Mexico, Santa Fe, Burque, maybe Southern Colorado. But it turns out I was playing for the whole nation. Las raíces de Nuevo Mexico, la raza, have spread out.
Yes, they have.
They're very, very strong. La gente de Colorado, hay mucha.
I see, like, we all tune in, like everybody from Colorado. Here from Pueblo, or here from Greeley, Denver,
Rocky Ford, donde quiera. Antonito, I mean, it was amazing to see all the support from Colorado.
Some people from Canada too. Some,
and it wasn't just Colorado, but they were tuning in from Nevada, California, Florida, New York,
Seattle, I think
Seattle. They were
Seattle. Yes.
They were tuning in from Wyoming. They were tuning in from Arizona, Texas, Nebraska, Oklahoma. It was amazing.
And let me tell you, one of the things that I really enjoy when you started doing this, and it was just by yourself. I mean, you kept on going for hours.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, is he tired? Like my throat was already hurting just listening to you singing.
And I was singing all these songs.
By yourself
Las
too?
canciones están en la memoria. I wasn't reading off the songs. You know,
Yes.
people always tell me, "Cómo? How do you memorize todas las canciones, Daniel?" And I go, "That's a gift from God." You know, porque yo estaba cantando a los 3 años.
Okay,
4 años.
okay.
Mi mamá y mi papá me enseñaron a cantar. And I actually was already singing songs before I learned how to play the guitar.
Or even how to talk like
Yeah.
even before I was talking. So there you go.
Andaba cantando primero que hablando.
Wow. So your parents, they were musicians.
They were musicians, pero they were not professional musicians.
Okay.
They eran músicos, pero eran músicos just, you know, they like to have a good time. And back in the 80s and the 70s, we didn't have a Monopoly or Nintendo or any of those things, you know, that we would get together. We were a big family. Eran
There was a la lotería.
Siete hombres, siete brothers, and one sister. So their form of family entertainment era sacar la guitarra, and we would entertain ourselves, you know, and people would come over y traían cerveza y mula y lo que era.
Nosotros ponemos la guitarra y los 7 muchachos para que canten.
And we would all sing. The brothers would sing, you know, and my mom and dad would sing, and they weren't professional, like I said. My dad only knew a few chords, but he knew how to strum the guitar and keep a beat, you know. And my mom and dad, they would harmonize together. So descansen en paz. I love my mom and dad so much. Daniel Lorenzo Gallegos y mi mamá, Mary Lane Gallegos, Lucero Torres, que descansen en paz. Thank you guys. I love you guys.
Yeah, kisses all the way. Yeah, so that's amazing. That like how to entertain a big family back in the day, and it's also pretty good because look where you are.
And
right now.
yeah, little did we know that eventually it would become a career for some of us, you know.
How many of your brothers went for this?
4 of them.
4 of them.
4 brothers.
And what are they doing now? Are they still
No, well,
doing this, or?
one of my brothers passed away, Lorenzo Miguel, the one that started the band with me. And then the other 2, they sing también, pero tienen familias. You know, they have big families, so they kind of just do it on the side, you know.
Es difícil viajar para ellos.
Los Gallegos bros, we kind of do a thing on the side. They don't do it on a professional.
So just like New Mexico, pretty much,
yeah,
like that's where they stay around.
Centralized, yeah.
Okay,
So-
okay.
so-
Yeah, it is hard to travel, when you have a family.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's tough.
are they loving you that you're at home right now, or they're hating you?
Well, they have good jobs too. You know, it's hard if you have a good job and to kind of balance that with a familia y todo.
Yes.
It's a tough one. You know, it's hard. Like me, I do this on a full-time basis, so for me, it's all good.
Yeah, but what about the rest of the band? I mean, they have other jobs, or
One of them does, the young buck.
The young one.
But the job that he works for, they're real understanding, and they know that he plays with the band. So whenever he needs off, they on off. And the other guys are full-time musicians. I'm in.
Wow, well, that's
so
amazing.
it works out good, yeah.
Yeah, and so right now with COVID kind of going away a little bit, what's your next plan or your first gig that you guys are gonna do?
We actually already started gigging,
Oh,
Sylvia.
really?
We actually started gigging about 4 weeks ago, and we've been busy every weekend.
Okay.
Every weekend, and we're booked solid till the end of October.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
so gracias
You know.
a Dios. And I have a big surprise. We're gonna be in Denver, Colorado.
Yes. When-
Yes, we're gonna be here October the 16th, I believe. It's a Saturday. There's an American Legion on Commerce City. I don't know if you know where that's at.
I haven't been to that one.
And Nancy Sanchez is gonna be bringing
Oh,
us.
Nancy, Kiss is my
Sanchez,
friend.
She's gonna be bringing us, and she's actually starting to bring New Mexico bands otra vez. And she contacted me, and we're gonna have a CD release dance. That's what it's gonna be. We're gonna be releasing the new CD here in Denver on October the 16th. So we're excited. So
That
get
is
your
so
tickets because
awesome.
I think
Yes.
they only have 250 tickets. That's it.
Is that for
That's
like
capacity?
Oh yeah, because the
Está más
American
chiquito.
Legion in Commerce City is smaller
It's
than the one
smaller.
that you played.
And I think the other one they demolished it. I think they
Oh,
sold
they
it or so.
did?
Yeah, somebody said that there's no more. I'm not too sure, but I think it's no that
Wow.
one's gone.
So, well, it's just a lot of crazy stuff happening in
Oh,
Denver,
yes,
so
yeah.
I don't doubt it, that
Yeah.
something like that has happened just because there's so much remodeling and everything that
Right,
they're doing.
right.
It's so funny because, you're thinking pandemic and everybody's closed out, but construction is like,
Fierce.
yes. I think they're the only ones that kept on working during
Yeah,
the whole
probably.
pandemic,
Yeah.
pretty much like through, like non-stop. So, because I think they were taking advantage to that if we were all inside the house, so they didn't, sometimes
Yeah.
had to close streets, so they had to
Totally.
wait for certain times. So they're loving it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Daniele, we have this Rancheraville new CD, like you said, your 21st CD.
21st CD.
Tell us a little bit about the music. How did you came up with these songs, and there's like which one is your special one?
So the one that I really like the most, Silvia, que me gusta a mí, is track 8, and maybe we can listen to that now in a bit.
Yes.
It's una canción que se intitula Lagrimitas de Cristal, and it's kind of like a cumbia. This is the first song that I recorded for the actual CD, and if we have any Al Hurricane fans out there, you know
Yes.
the song. He had a project going back in the 80s, Silvia, and it was Al Hurricane, but he went under a different name. He went under Bandido.
Oh, okay.
Bandido, and this is one of the songs that he recorded on one of those
And the
cassettes.
Bandidos. Oh, yes.
Remember the cassette era?
I do remember. Yes.
So I really like that song, and that's the Lagrimitas de Cristal. There's 10 tracks on the album, and I got some special guests on here. Some of the people that are popular artists there in New Mexico, and actually upcoming artists. We have Las Cinco Letras with Luisa G. She's a new artist, that's an upcoming rising star in New Mexico. She lives in Lubbock, Texas, pero she has strong roots. She was born in Guadalupita, New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So she's always loved New Mexico music growing up. Her father was played New Mexico music también. So we did a duet together.
That is so
Un dueto a las cinco letras. We also have a real famous accordion player there in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Miguelito Romero III. And he actually...
You had him on one of your live fits, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I saw
and
him.
he played the accordion, and he did a heck of a job, man. He arranged and composed the whole song for me. All I did was just cantar.
You're like, yes, I like this.
It was nice. And he did it at his studio y todo, and it came out really good. We actually did a video of it.
Oh.
I have a video on YouTube. If you look it up under Pídame la Luna, Daniel y Gallegos,
Okay.
and Miguelito Romero III. I also did a duet, track 6, La Mal Pagadora. This is a song that my mom and dad used to do cuando estaban chiquitos. They used to put their heart and soul into this as a duet, and they would sing con
That's always the special one, right?
con ganas. And I actually did this song on one of my live shows, one of the 60 shows with Candice Vargas, and she hit it right on the money on that show. So I asked her, would you be willing to do a duet with me and put this song on my new CD? And she said, without a doubt. So Candice Vargas, she's a real popular singer out of Española, New Mexico, but she's real popular in the Tejanos.
Oh, okay,
Yes. She's real popular in San Antonio, Texas, and down south.
But she lives in La Española.
Yeah, she lives in Española, and she's got I'm gonna say probably 10 CDs that she's done on her own.
Wow.
Yeah, she's been around quite a while. Another artist that's featured on the CD is the Polka King of New Mexico, AJ Martinez.
Hello.
AJ, he plays with he used to play with Al Hurricane.
Oh,
he was
okay,
Al
okay.
Hurricane's. Al Hurricane taught him how to play guitar. So he was. If anybody in New Mexico's got the sound down that Al Hurricane played, this guy has it. He mentored him. Yeah, so he did a song for me there, a 12-string guitar, Vestido Mojado. So yeah, those are some of the artists. Over the holidays, I was partying. Andaba partying allá en el rancho con la suegra.
Eso es lo mejor.
Y me sacó unos albums. Me sacó un stack de albums, ahí, and I was going through the albums, and I came across Antonio Aguilar.
Oh,
An old
okay.
school Antonio
Antonio
Aguilar
Aguilar.
album, and I was like, wow. I started playing this on her, on her albums, you know, and man, there was like 3 or 4 songs on there that I really, really liked. Me gustaron mucho. So the first song, "Tú ya no soplas," is an Antonio Aguilar song.
Oh, okay.
That's the one, track one, and then track seven, "Que estás esperando." That's also another Antonio Aguilar song. He did it as a valse, which is a waltz.
Okay.
Pero I sped it up into a ranchera, no?
But it's always, good to give your own style.
Yeah.
Like this is my
Yeah.
personal touch.
Yeah, and put your staple on it, como se dice.
Exactly, exactly.
Track number two, Silvia. This is I just released this to push the new album about 3 weeks ago. Se intitula El Cool Dude.
Yeah, that was the one we had.
And it's about a guy that he always has cash. He has a nice car. Tiene todas las mujeres, pero no tiene jale. And if there's a party, he's like right on it, like he's like right there. And I think everybody knows a guy like this somewhere in your family or around town.
Yeah, like you kind of wonder, like, how is he?
How does he?
getting all these
How
things?
does he do it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
se titula El Cool Dude, and that one's it's a real catchy tune, una rancherita, and.
And where did that one came from?
I actually got this one from there's a New Mexico icon in Nuevo Mexico, Juan Ortega.
I think, yeah.
And
I heard.
he does a song called Padre Querido, real popular song, and he was on my show, también.
Okay.
And he used to be a teacher there when I was in middle school. And what he would do is he would sing for the whole class, and he'd give everybody a paper, and the whole class would sing with him. So this is one of the songs that I remember singing in his classes. He taught Spanish, español, no? So he era maestro, Señor Juan Ortega, and you probably know his daughter Brenda Ortega. Brenda Ortega, she's a real popular artist también there in Las Vegas. So that's how that song came about. La otra canción, la última canción is Tierra Mala, and that was also on Antonio Aguilar album. So those are all the songs on there. There's 10 songs. Get it while it's hot, fresh out of the oven.
Yeah, and like I said,
caliente.
yeah, and we're giving some away.
Yeah, we're gonna give 3 away. And how do you want to give them away?
Okay,
Let's
so
do the first one.
Yeah, let's do the first one, and it's to whoever comments on our live video. Which number or album is this for Daniel Lee? And we're talking about like all his projects,
all
like,
combined together.
All combined.
Sangre Joven, Los Gallegos Bros, and Daniel Lee Gallegos. How many albums do I have all together?
Yes, and you get. What about we get the poster with the
Yeah.
CD?
CD and a poster signed.
It's autographed.
Y todo.
There you go.
¿Qué más quiere?
Domingo, mi
So
gente.
comment on there, and if you get it, we'll contact you and get your information, your address y todo.
Entonces ahora déjeme lo digo en español, el que nos diga de qué número de álbum es este para Daniel y Gallegos con todos sus proyectos combinados, se va a ganar el CD con un póster autografiado por Daniel Lee, así que pueden poner en los comentarios. Wow, yeah, we have already
Ya ganaron.
quite a few, yes.
Ya alguien ganó.
Okay, tenemos a Mónica Romo que comentó 21.
Ahí está,
Yeah,
Mónica.
Mónica Romo,
Yo la
got it.
conozco. She's from here, from Denver.
Oh,
Denver,
great.
Colorado. Yeah. Yes.
¡Bravo! So, Mónica se lleva su CD y su póster autografiado de Daniel Lee. Así que muchas felicidades porque es uno de los primeros CDs que están saliendo. Entonces, pero está caliente.
Está caliente.
Ya aquí en el estudio está bien caliente porque trajo los CDs. Entonces nos estamos derritiendo, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Así que ya les digo, ¿qué te parece, Daniel, si tocamos la canción, la que querías?
Lagrimitas de cristal, número 8.
Entonces vamos a tocarla, vamos a estarnos calladitos, como gustes, si quieres hablar o como quieras. Vamos a ponérselas la número 8. Así que aquí les va. Me encantó, está muy linda.
Next time I'm gonna have to bring the guitarra, Silvia.
Yeah, you have to.
On the
Now
next
we're like
round.
trying to get all the audio back. So sorry, guys. If you see me struggle.
Les doy las gracias, mucho gusto por tenerme otra vez. Les agradezco mucho con todo el corazón, Silvia and Henry, por el gran apoyo de la música de Nuevo México, la música de mí también, ¿no? Pero for supporting all the artists de Nuevo México. You know, it means a lot.
Es un placer para nosotros siempre tocar la música de ustedes, especialmente como tú me estás diciendo, me estás dando las gracias y hay muchos de los artistas que son muy ¿cómo se dice? Buen agradecidos o bien agradecidos que nos han mandado todos sus mensajes agradeciéndonos por tocar su música. Como les digo, es un placer y un honor porque pues la música está hermosa y a la gente le fascina. Y como aquí tratamos de tocar de todo, pero sabemos que Nuevo México está atento en las mañanitas, entonces les tocamos casi siempre es música de Nuevo México temprano en la mañana para que empiecen a comerse.
Y tienen un día, porque es Sundays, you guys do it on Sundays, ¿no?
Sí, con toda la familia reunida.
Chile verde de Colorado.
Sí, sabes que tenemos aquí, bueno, pues tenemos a mi colega Paul, que siempre Paul Chávez, que a veces nos escribe y nos dice, aquí estoy con el chile ya, estoy haciendo el almuerzo y así como...
ranchero.
Exactamente, entonces es como, es un tiempo para estar con la familia en las mañanas.
No, yo sé, ya.
Sí, así que, y muchas veces me imagino que los domingos en las mañanas ustedes están todavía de gira.
Ya,
sin la pandemia, ¿verdad? Si, antes de la pandemia.
Si no estamos crudos.
¿Cómo le haces, Daniel, cuando, por decir, en tus shows que los fans te llevan tragos y esas cosas y cuando tú sientes como que, digo, ¿tú puedes cantar cuando estás tomado?
Sí puedo.
¿Sí puedes?
Puedo, yeah.
Ok, porque hay mucha gente que no puede.
No puede, se le olvidan las palabras.
O se le salen ya los gallitos o algo pasa.
You know, everybody has their limit. You know your limits and you control yourself. You know, that's the name of the game. Pero yo les agradezco mucho a los fans por el gran apoyo, porque sin los fans no somos nada. Without the fans, we are dead in the water. We are nothing. So I thank the fans for their support, for not only supporting the music, pero for getting the CDs, buying the CDs.
Bajan la música de las plataformas. ¿Lo tienes en las plataformas?
Está listo, está en todas las plataformas, electrical, digital platforms. It's all there. All my music is there. So iTunes, you can go to TikTok. You can go to Spotify, Pandora, Google Play, Amazon, YouTube.
There's so many now.
There's so many now, but that's the way of the future ahora. Hasta los carros no tienen CD players, ya no.
No, ya nomás pones tu celular. ¿Y qué tal si un día no tienes celular? Imagínate.
Un USB. Pero si quieren un CD, if you're old school, if you're an old school vato like me, you guys can pick up a CD, me pueden pegar and hit me up on Facebook under Daniel E. Gallegos. Also, me pueden mandar un cheque or un money order to make it out to Daniel Gallegos at P.O. Box 782 Las Vegas, Nuevo Mexico 87701. Or a lot of people use PayPal hoy en días. So you can do PayPal at Dan the Man, the Music Man at MSN.com and include your shipping address. CDs are $20 and it includes the shipping. So les agradezco mucho, you know. Thank you guys for the support.
Y dime, Daniel, cuando estabas escogiendo las canciones para este CD, ¿qué tan difícil fue dejar muchas fuera?
Hay muchas canciones donde quieras, tú sabes las canciones que yo canto. Hay 3, 4, 500, 600, I probably know over 1,000 songs in my head, memorized. And
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Soy testigo.
Pero I try to pick songs like de que mucha gente no han oído, como es Lagrimitas de Cristal. I think a lot of people haven't heard that one, you know. Or rola, como mi dad me decía, tócate a rola.
Sí, es una palabra que usamos mucho también.
Tócate a rola. Pero las 5 letras is a really good song that Lisa G and I do as a duet. Pero
en 21 CDs no caben todas esas canciones.
No.
Y especialmente cuando estás trabajando en otros proyectos con la banda o algo que también ellos tienen el decir de que, ok, esta canción pasa o no pasa.
Right.
Y se quedan mucho de tus favoritas fuera.
Yeah, well, we'll put it on the next CD. But I've done 21 CDs, so figure cada un CD de ellos tiene anywhere between 10 songs to 15 songs, so that's already over, what, over 200 songs that I recorded, at least.
Y cuando tienes un concierto, por decir que te dicen, ok, vas a tocar 2 horas, ¿usualmente tocas las 2 horas o te pasas así como 2 horas y media?
Tocamos las 2 horas, pero just recently tocamos por un graduation party in Grants, New Mexico. They hired us for 4 hours. We were scheduled to play from 7 to 11, yeah, and open bar, of course.
Acuérdense que Daniel Lee puede cantar estando borracho, o sea, vayan trayéndolo.
Open bar and refin y todo. It was nice, you know. We played from 7 to 11. We don't play straight, of course. You know, we'll do an hour and then take a 15-minute break and then back and forth, you know. Pero at the end of the night, la gente estaba, they were happy. You could feel the energy, porque mucha gente hoy en día, now, no han salido de la casa.
Sí, cierto.
So, because of COVID-19, so, man, they were like pumped. They were pumped, Silvia. They querían más. Una más. So we did one more. Yeah, una más. So we did one more. So finally, it was, you know, it was already 15 after 11. Well, some people came up and they said, we'll hire you guys for another hour. I said, bueno, vámonos.
Yeah, but so ya estaban 15 minutos por ahí.
So what we did, we took another little break and we ended up playing almost till 1 o'clock. They hired us for 1 more hour. So we'll keep going. Lo que quiera la gente, you know. We're there to entertain. We're entertainers, you know. Pero yo sé que hay muchos músicos que once it hits that certain time they stop, you know. Pero not Sangre Joven.
But also is the venue where you are, because sometimes, you know, venue has its times, and then, you know, they have like to follow the law, like, you know, you have to close a certain time, and then cops come, and it's like you're supposed to be closed.
So it depends where you're at.
So
hay muchas reglas, you know, sometimes, like that one was an open party, it was in somebody's backyard.
So we go to like, well, the neighbors don't complain, right?
Yeah. So it turned out good. Pero yeah, you're right. Some places they, you know, you could do maybe 1 or 2 songs, but we will do another song. Si quiere, una más.
Porque así estamos en línea cuando estás haciendo los live feeds and we're like, okay, another one, and then you're like, okay, amigos, nos vemos, gracias, y quién sabe qué tanto. Te pones a leer los mensajes. Okay, well, let's do this. So, and you keep on going.
Yeah, I keep on going.
So that's one of the things that, you know, it makes a great artist.
Yeah.
You know, that you're doing it because you're also having fun. It's
and
not
we
just,
do it because we love it. I mean, we're
exactly.
not, we're not going to get rich off of this. You know, like we're not even going to become multi-millionaires. There's no way, you know. But we do it for
la pasión y el corazón y todo.
El amor de la música. That's what we do it for.
Exactamente. ¿Y qué te parece si regalamos otro CD y otro póster?
Vámonos.
¿Qué tal para la gente o la persona que nos diga primero cuándo empezaste tu carrera, Daniel Lee? ¿Qué tal?
Our official professional
career.
When did I start? What year? El año.
Okay, entonces, ¿en qué año empezó Daniel Lee Gallego su carrera profesionalmente, oficialmente?
Con la banda Sangre Joven.
Ahí está. Así que aquí estoy.
Mention it on the comments, ¿no?
Ya, que aquí los tengo. Déjame ver algunos de los comentarios. Terry La Tejana, KUHS, aquí nos está viendo. Muchas gracias. Hace mucho que no la veo, fíjate. Desde que te vi a ti, aquella vez.
¿Como 2 años?
2 años que no te veo, Terry. Tienes que venir aquí al programa. Mónica Romo, well, congratulations, love your music, Daniel.
Thank you.
Yamin Joserna, hola Silvia y Daniel.
Yo les agradezco mucho a toda la plebe.
Yeah, the Serna family is streaming from the river in Segundo, Colorado.
Oh, wow.
Muchas gracias a la familia Serna por estarnos viendo. Y dice ya en 21st CD, dice, órale puro party, the Latin Soul Party.
Stop it some more.
Yeah. So Terry dice que está escuchándonos. Nancy Sánchez. Besos amiga, también hace rato que no te veo. Dice, great listening to you both. Yes, October 16, that's when you're coming.
October 16,
and the American Legion
American
in Commerce
Legion.
City. So
Get your tickets from Nancy. You
Yes.
can call her at 720-350-3809. Get your tickets. It's from 7 to 11. They're
7
at
to 11,
and
okay.
the tickets are $20. So get in there without.
and $20 is advance.
And that's advance tickets.
Okay.
And if you buy 10 tickets or more, they'll reserve you
Una mesa?
una mesa. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So make plans, guys. Mark it on your calendar porque los tickets se van a ir de volada.
Sí, especialmente acuérdense que la gente quiere party desde ahorita. Entonces acuérdense, aquí en español es octubre 16 cuando viene Sangre Joven a la American Legion en Commerce City. Pueden agarrar sus tickets con Nancy Sánchez, así que por favor comuníquese con ella y son $20 en avanzado. Great program, Sylvia. Thank you, Nancy. Kisses.
Thank you, Nancy.
Rayham, I am Dhaka, Bangladesh. Saludos hasta Bangladesh. Thank you for watching. Mark Cordova, Daniel Gallegos is great artist. Yes, he is. Well, we have Monica Romo. We have to remember, Monica Romo is the one that won the CD and the poster the first time. We want to say hi to Raúl Armendariz, Sam Gonzalez, Nancy
Sam Gonzalez,
Sanchez.
she's from Pueblo.
Yeah.
Pueblo, Colorado.
Oh, awesome. So thank you for watching. And they put the
I recognize some of the fans,
That's good because a lot, you have so many.
Oh,
you have so many.
You know that I acquired a whole new fan base, Sylvia, doing the live shows.
Yes.
I had
like more digital.
I had a pretty good fan base, Pero when I finished with these 60 shows, I was just like floored with
Yes.
with
because people appreciate that you're doing all this stuff
a whole
for
new
us.
fan base of de gente yo no los conozco, pero they know me.
Yeah,
and
y
it's awesome.
sabes que de muchos más lugares de donde que la música viaja hasta lugares que nunca te imaginas, así que gracias.
Hasta en Las Venas.
Exactamente. Y nuestro amigo Preston Martínez, Kisses, thank you so much. Sí, yeah, he's always at the antes y todo. Kenneth García, deja ver, Alicia Rodarte, para siempre New Mexico Music, yeah. Johnny, Kisses, thank you for watching. Michael Real, hi Silvia, much love, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
This is so cool that you can actually go through the comments. When I'm playing the guitar, I can't go through the comments. There's no way.
And they're going so fast.
Oh, they're going so fast. And I tried it one time. It's like, no way. There's no. I me hallan todo el día.
Porque tratas de leerlos y luego la gente se siente los que no lees.
Yeah.
Todos mandamos saludos. Ahí estamos todos con que hola Daniel y que de acá es de Denver, pero son muchísimos de Denver. Kenneth García dice que 1980 es cuando empezaste tu carrera. No, Kenneth, that's not 1980. You're pretty close though. You're pretty close. Try another date.
I would have been 10 years old.
Marcelina Velázquez,
Marcelina.
amiga, have fun in Denver. Daniela just love Sylvia, mi Harry. Kisses, Marcelina. Hopefully we can have you here soon again. That would be so wonderful to have you.
Really, really
yes,
good.
She's amazing. Oh my God, and the stuff she cooks. I mean, I haven't tried it, but I've been seeing photos.
Todas las fotos que pones son faipías y todo.
Las tortillas de harina y todo. Ay, Marcelina, en serio que me haces así. Ya mi estómago va a empezar a gritarme.
We're getting hungry.
Yeah. Kenneth Garcia, this is a summary to you. So I don't know what he meant by that.
I want to send a shout out to my tío Guillermo Gallegos, Cowboy Up, brother.
Guillermo, kisses. ¿Ahorita dónde está? ¿Montana?
She's no, anda en Vegas.
Anda en Vegas. Okay. Saludos hasta allá que siempre estamos.
Tírale un beso.
Ya. Ahí está. Y también, deja ver, se me pasó alguien aquí. Ok, Irene Perea. Dice, hello Daniel y Silvia, Roswell, New Mexico. Así que hasta Roswell. Gracias, Irene, gracias. Raúl Armendariz dice que empezaste su carrera en 1986. You're pretty close.
Pretty close. Almost.
Try another one. Raúl Armendariz, listening from Henderson, Nevada. So, gracias y saludos hasta allá. Y Nancy López de Clovis, New Mexico. Wow, no, muchísimas gracias a toda la gente que nos está sintonizando y que está apoyándonos. Así que acuérdense, traten otra vez, están ya muy cerquitas de...
When I started my professional career with Sangre Joven.
Yeah, está en los 1980s.
Yep.
Pero todavía no la tienen. Les falta poquitito. Ya mero llegan. So you guys are pretty close to get West
sound familiar though.
Okay, yeah. Let me know where you are, Raúl Armendáriz. You're the winner from another.
1989, cuando comencé. Officially, that was we released our first cassette tape. Sangre Joven de Las Vegas, Nuevo Mexico, with my brother Lorenzo Miguel and Gonzalo, aka Seaweed, and David Archuleta.
There was
the
4 of
youngest.
you
There was
guys?
4 of us. We were the youngest Spanish band at that time. 1989.
So,
¿Cómo va el tiempo de volar, no?
yeah,
When you're
there was in
having fun.
1989 actually. At the end of 1989, I got here in Denver.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, so you've been here
a while. Wow. 30.
32 years?
32 years, something like
32
that.
years, yeah.
Wow, okay, let's do math, I don't care. I'm 45. Yeah, I got here right at the end of 1989, actually. It was
Está bonito para acá. Ayer estaba calientote.
Ayer sí está mucho calor.
My wife was like, why do you know it was this hot in Denver? I was like, yeah, it was pretty hot yesterday over here in Denver.
But you know what? One of the things is like I told you, like we used to go to New Mexico for vacations and stuff. And so I was like getting ready for the sun and everything because here was a little bit chilly. I get there and it's colder than Denver, and I'm like.
The weather in Nuevo Mexico está bipolar.
Aquí también ahorita vas a ver.
It's crazy over there. Un día tiene que be nice, y el otro día está cayendo nieve, o cayendo agua, or there's a little mini tornadoes. It's nuts.
You know, the last time it was really bad because I was really, really looking forward to enjoy the resort. You know, we're staying at the Buffalo Resort.
The Buffalo Thunder.
It was amazing if you guys haven't been there. And no, the water in the pool was freezing cold. And the wind was so cold. And it's like where there's nothing.
Yeah.
So like the wind just goes through it. So no, I couldn't enjoy my vacation. So it was really
too bad
sad.
we weren't staying. We always play at the Buffalo Thunder. There's a club there que se intitula the Turquoise Trail.
Oh yes.
We haven't played there in over a year. Before the COVID hit, we actually had a contract to play for the whole year.
Oh wow.
There at the.
But probably you'll get it again.
Yeah.
The things are.
Ahorita está abriendo in New Mexico. They're really just kind of people are still required to wear masks and they're pretty cautious about it. But poquito a poco.
How's the vaccines at your guys?
I got my shot. I figured I told my band, we need to get our shots.
Yes.
We're entertainers. We're gonna be around a lot of people, and that's the way to go. So we did.
It's safer, I mean,
safer.
Either yes, no, whatever, just do it and get
Well,
it
I
somewhere.
figured I better do it porque, like I said, I'm gonna be around a lot of people, and I don't want to bring it to my family.
Exactly.
So that's the main thing there. So get your shot if you can, guys.
Yeah, I have mine too.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just make our world back to kind of where it was before.
Kind of normal.
Kind of normal. Let's just try it. So tell me, what are your plans for the rest of the year? I know you have concerts until October.
We got a concert. We're actually starting to get booked already, Sylvia, for next year.
Oh wow.
People are already contacting us for graduations, weddings, family reunions, everything in between, graduations. So I'm gonna push this album all year long. We're gonna continue playing la música nuevo mexicana para toda la raza. Pero maybe I'm working. I have a recording studio. So I'm working on several projects with other artists. I'm working with Luisa Jean. She just released a CD, but it did so good, Sylvia, that I think she already sold over 1,000 CDs.
Wow, congratulations.
And that is amazing, And people have been asking her left and right, ¿cuándo va a salir el otro? When's the new one coming out?
Let me get Danielle working on that.
So she asked me, she approached me and said, this was like after we had just released her. I want to record a second one. I was like, a la máquina, what? Are you serious? So I was kind of floored by her asking me that. But yeah,
wow.
So I decided to record her again. And we're actually working on her project. Y lo vamos a acabar, Dios quiera, by the holidays.
Okay,
holidays. So it's in the process of right now. We're actually recording it. There's another artist out of Mora, New Mexico. His name is John Fernandez. And he's an award winner. He's won an award there in New Mexico. They have a New Mexico Hispano Music Association, and he won an award there several years ago for Corrido of the Year. And
nice.
I'm working on his CD también. So, and then I got a whole bunch of people that we're doing. A lot of people Sylvia, they're doing singles.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so instead of doing a whole album, porque it's not cheap to do a whole
No, it's
album.
not.
You know, it takes money to do a whole album. But it's a lot cheaper to do one song.
Yes.
And a lot of these artists nowadays, they're not. How should I say this? They're not well known. You know, so to get the ball rolling, what they do is they'll record one single, and we'll put it out there, and we'll see what happens. You know, and sometimes it hits, and sometimes it doesn't. It's a gamble. It's a 50-50 gamble. And so far, all the ones that I've been doing have hit.
Oh, that's good.
Which is a good thing.
Yes.
You know, I feel blessed that these artists approach me, and I record him, and I put it out there, and I promote him, and y pegan las canciones. So that's what they're doing now. They're doing the singles, a lot of singles.
It just, I think it's easier, and also a lot of people, they give kind of like their special time to just one song.
Right.
It's like, okay, you're gonna hear this song because it's the only one that's gonna be released for like, a month or so. Sometimes they're doing one per month, and sometimes one every 3 months.
The one that I've been promoting, and I think you've seen it, is John Birch.
Yes.
John Birch.
Yes.
I've been promoting him like we did two singles. We did them 6 months apart.
Okay.
And I said, let's release the first single. Let's see what happens, bro. I can't guarantee. I can't promise you the world. But if we can get you, but if we can get you on the radio, at least that's to me that's getting the ball rolling.
Yes.
You know that's if you could get some kind of exposure, it'll help you. And the pegó la canción, La Puerta Negra, pegó. Big time. It was number one on several radio stations for several weeks.
Wow!
Yeah. So John Birch did he took off pretty fast. So he's New Mexico's newest music sensation. Como se dice.
So probably he's gonna get the award.
So what we did is we released he me dijo, I want to release another single. Y le dije yo, well, how are we gonna top this first one? Porque man, he really did good on that first one. You know. So we did a video. I told them, let's do a video. You know, videos are a big thing nowadays.
Yes,
También.
yes.
People connect, and I had never done videos before, Sylvia.
Oh.
I had just done CDs, and so
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we did a video, and I was just floored by the response. You know, people when they see a video and a song, they kind of connect.
Yes.
And they visually, if you can visually see it, and they visually see the artist, it makes a big difference.
It's just a lot of times, it's kind of like a gamble too, because a lot of people, they like to visualize whatever they want when they're listening to their song, and when they see the video, it's kind of a disappointment for them.
Right.
But some people, they connect with the video.
Yeah.
And especially, I don't see that, well, before there was a lot of videos, being made, but now it is hard because it is expensive.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time.
Yep.
So people rather focus on just promoting the music
Right.
and not the video. So when now they're seeing somebody making videos, it's like, oh wow,
Yeah.
it's like
and
a
in like in Nuevo Mexico, and like in our kind of industry, the Spanish genre, Latin, or whatever you want to call it. I call it New Mexico music. Not too many people do videos. You know, it's like you said, it's expensive. They'll do the CDs.
Yes.
It's not like rock and roll where everybody can do a video. They have the time and the money and the record labels behind them. You know.
Yes.
So for New Mexico music to get from here to the next step is a big thing.
Yes. And it's just like, a lot of people don't realize all the work that goes, behind a CD and behind a video.
Oh, yeah.
Behind a video, you'll see a video for like 5 minutes, and this is, I'm talking about a long video.
And
sometimes it's like 3 minutes.
Getting the models together.
Yes, and that is a long time. Like I said, you guys watch a commercial, sometimes it's like the commercial 10 seconds, but it actually took about 2 weeks to film that commercial.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of time that goes invested into all that stuff. So make sure that you always appreciate when one of your artists is making like a good quality video too, because you have the other ones too that you like. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, this is, don't put that stuff out there, guys, because you can, instead of getting fans, you're probably going to lose some fans. So make sure that you kind of try to put good quality stuff out there.
And hit the like button and the love.
Yes, please. Make a comment if you really loved it, and share it.
Yeah, and share it.
That's why I think one of the things that you got so many new fans on Facebook, because we were all sharing your
I think I had over
music.
1,000 shares on one of the
Wow.
yeah, that's a lot of shares.
Yes.
So like this is what I was figuring, Silva, and I don't know if ¿qué te parece? Pero like one of the shows we had, I think with 45, we had 70,000 views, which was that's the official view. Pero honestly, like when if you really think about it, how many people are really watching that video? It's not just one person watching it. It's probably like 3 or 4.
Yes.
At the same
Yes.
time. So you multiply that times 4.
Yes.
That's 2,800. You know what I mean? 28,000, should I say?
And a lot of times too, Facebook hides, how many people are watching your videos.
And that's just the first view. What about all the people that watched it a second time or
Exactly.
a third time? So I'm just gonna put this out there, but out of all 60 shows that I did, I probably had over 1 million views.
I can say yes.
Easily.
Definitely.
Easily. If you combine everything like that, like the way I just said it, that's amazing, huh?
Así que imagínense, más de 1 millón de vistas en los conciertos que él hizo cada viernes. Era a las 6 de la tarde, ¿verdad?
Las 6 de la tarde.
Happy hour. Happy hour, a las 6 de la tarde, todos los viernes. Toda la pandemia, la cuarentena, él estuvo ahí tocando horas
por todo el mundo.
Horas. Así que imagínense, dice que agarró muchísimos nuevos fans, así que muchas gracias. Es lo que les digo, cuando ustedes comparten el trabajo de uno, ya lo empiezan a conocer más gente, y la gente que no le gusta, pues no lo ve, y la gente que le gusta, pues ya es un gane para nosotros.
Y mucha gente que estaba en Quintanilla era de Nuevo México, Silvia. Pero fueron por donde quiera.
Regados.
Las raíces fueron por donde quiera. And it's amazing the social media.
Exactamente, como cuando vemos a veces los números de aquí del show, que vemos que acá en Asia nos vieron más que en Latinoamérica, o sea, pero es que sí pasa, pasa porque estamos en todos los lugares, los hispanos estamos, es que pues sí, pues por eso deberían todos hablar español, ¿verdad?
Andamos donde quiera.
Donde quiera. Y cuéntame, Daniel, ¿qué más tienes planeado?
Planeado, ahora mismo mucha gente que quiere más shows. Todos me están diciendo, Daniel, we miss you on Friday nights.
I know, but now you're like doing them live.
Yeah, I'm doing.
I mean,
well, the thing about it is, when I started doing the shows, Silvia, yo les di una promesa y les dije, I'm going to keep doing these shows until la banda comienza para atrás,
Uh-huh.
And I thought maybe I thought it was only going to last 3 or 4 months like we all thought, right? It ended up being a whole year, if not longer. Pero I kept my promise. I kept my promise. A todos los fans, I kept my promise, guys. And I kept doing them
So as a payback, get the CD.
Yes, please support.
As a payback, he did all this for all of us for so many months. Let's talk about a year.
Over a year, yeah.
Yeah, over a year. So now, buying a CD, $20 CD, it's nothing compared to what he did. Every single Friday night.
Every Friday night I brought happiness and joy.
and then the other thing, when you have guests, it's not easy sometimes to get everything together.
Well, you know what? I would have to start planning the shows if you saw a guest, it wasn't just like at the last minute
or
even
the
week.
Sure.
I had to start planning like a month ahead. 4 weeks. 4 weeks I would call. I would start booking the and it was crazy because they started calling me towards the end of the show.
Oh, really?
Los artistas me estaban llamando a mí.
Let me be there.
Yes, because they knew that it was a good publicity, which is great.
Yes, exactly.
I'm there to help out everybody out. It's great publicity. So
because it's like cross marketing, because some of your fans, probably didn't know these people. These people didn't.
Yeah. So I brought joy and happiness to all these people. And so they want me to do the shows. They want me to go back, but you know what? I'm just too busy.
Yeah, it's just when you start now going, like physically going to do live events, it's like
tough,
so hard, because first of all, the equipment, you had to move your equipment from, your studio to this place, and then to get everything ready again on your studio to do a live feed.
Yeah.
It's just a nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And then we gotta leave early in la mañana, or and then we gotta come back. It's too much.
So it's might as well just have all the equipment already, where it has to go. And
those shows, they took on a life of their own. I thank God for them. I thank all the fans for them, and it is what it is. I never thought I'd be doing anything like that, especially live on Facebook. Oh my God!
It is kind of scary, right?
Yeah,
the first time.
like at first I was like, what the heck is
Like,
this,
am I
man?
doing this right?
Am I doing this right? I'm just gonna put the camera. Vámonos recio. Dame una copa de vino.
I know, like I remember seeing you two, like, like going at it, and I was like, yo, it's like the nervous, know, and stuff like that.
And after a while, I got a little comfortable. I was okay. But the artists that came in, they had the butterflies because they had never been either on Facebook tampoco. And then so you guys have a nice elaborate setup. Me era nomás el teléfono.
But it looked good.
But it looked good, and I was
It
using a
looked really
cheap.
good.
I had a cheap Android phone, and it worked great. So it's just a blessing all the way around.
Yes, and that tells you, you don't need expensive equipment to kind of make sure that you have quality.
And then another thing that I wanted to do, Silvia, también is yo quería ir para atrás para las raíces porque todos los artistas no comenzamos with the big speakers and the microphone and the amps and the drums and all the all that stuff. We all started with the acoustic guitar, right there.
Yes.
We all started with an acoustic guitar. That's how my mom and dad. So I wanted to go back to that to kind of get that vibe of just acoustic guitars.
Warm, fussy.
And no microphones and people connected with that. It reminded them so much de sus parientes. De su mamá y su papá, sus tíos, sus tías, su
también es más
abuelita.
romántico, más.
Yeah, it was that whole acoustic vibe set off a whole different movida. I'm telling you. People really
you
connected
knew how to
it.
do it.
Oh, I didn't. I hit the right button on that one. I just it just kind of it felt right. It felt right. People really connected to it, and they love it. They love acoustic guitars.
Yes, but it's just like I said, it's just more romantic. Es más romántico. Es más personal.
And you can see the artist right in front of you, singing y cantando y tocando la guitarra, and it's like it is personal.
Exactamente. Y muchas de las veces la gente piensa que lo sencillo ya no está de moda, pero sí está. Es sencillo, pero es lo más bonito.
It was raw. It was raw. It was uncut. You got what you got.
if you got like 2-3 words wrong, whatever.
To trust me, there was a lot of wrong words in there. There was a lot of mistakes, but you cover them up. As músicos, that's one of the things you learn. You cover it up and you move on.
Yeah, you don't even realize that something happened.
People won't
and if
even
you try
know.
to say it, we deny it.
So yeah, it was they were unplugged, uncut, raw.
Exactamente, así es como debe de ser. Y a veces nos volvemos locos con tanta tecnología, tantas cosas que se le pueden meter a la música que se nos olvida lo más
precioso.
Ya, exactamente. O sea, lo más bonito nada más así las cuerdas de una guitarra.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Exactamente.
I want to thank some of the photographers on the CD. I want to thank George Torres, le llaman el boy, and he's from Guadalupita, New Mexico. He took this picture there in Rainsville. There's an old wall there, the piedras.
In Rainsville, you said?
Rainsville.
That's funny. Rainsville Ranch.
Right. So that's he took that picture of the front cover. Also, there's Tony Lopez. He took the picture with
I like that.
And that there's a lot of doors ahí en Mexico que están pintadas así.
Yes.
So he took that picture, Duke City Pics in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Don't they say like they're painted like this, like the blue one is to keep the bad spirits away or something like that? That's what I heard. I was like, oh, okay.
I better go paint my door.
Yeah, mine was black. I'm just kidding.
I want to thank Tony Martin, Bucky. He did the photo on the CD. También, thank you, también. I want to thank again Tony Lopez. He did the back picture on this, and then I want to thank Anita Lopez. She did the artwork for the whole CD, the layout for the CD and the poster. So thank you. We all work together. No, we all work together. It's one of those things where the team works together and
everybody gets their input.
Yeah,
that is good.
And you get the final product. No.
Yeah, so that everybody's happy, because if just one person looking at things and then when they give it to you, it's like, this is what it is, and you're like, can I say if I like it or not?
Yeah, right.
So
no, we all work together. it.
So there it is.
She'll shoot it to me, and then I'll say, change this, and she'll say, okay, this looks better,
Yeah.
and we work together. It's a collaboration, and
Exactly.
and that's the way it should be,
Exactly. What about we give the third CD away? So
Otro
we
CD.
have. Let me see if what's the guy that won? Raúl Armendariz. He didn't tell us where he's from.
Monica Romo won the first one.
Exactly. So we'll see how we're gonna distribute this. Let's see.
Well, Monica Romo's on Facebook, and I think Raúl, he might be on Facebook también. Well,
So Preston Martinez says he was 9 years old when you started. Wait, we went to high school together. So, I don't know about that. Did we? Or you were like way younger than me? Oh, that's funny. Can you imagine that? Raúl Armendariz dice, okay, aquí está Raúl Armendariz. Mis primos are Joy Luan Chavez. My mom is from Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Oh,
okay. And but I was born and raised in what he said, Henderson, Nevada.
Oh, okay. Yeah, remember I said he from Henderson. Remember
Yes,
I said
you did say that.
okay.
Yeah. He said Blonde Line and the Sandovals from Galinas, New Mexico. Okay, Raúl. Oh, that's pretty cool. Then.
That is cool.
Yeah, Carlos Portillo, have a nice day. Guarache Veloz, un saludo, amigo. Muchas gracias por estarnos viendo. Kenneth Garcia, I grew up in the house that Manny Lucero lives in.
Oh man, the drummer. Was it haunted?
Does he say stories about that? And Raúl said, tiene familia también en Denver, Thornton, and Brighton, Colorado.
Oh,
wow, see, it's like everybody comes this way.
They're all connected.
It's kind of funny, yeah, but so cool. Mickey Housley, kisses, my friend, thank you for watching us. He's learning Spanish. Muchas gracias, Miguelito, por estarnos viendo.
If you're learning Spanish, the only word you need to know is órale.
Órale, I think he already knows that one. Yeah.
That will go a long way, vato.
It's funny because he sends me TikToks to do with,
really?
in Spanish, and so he's learning. It's pretty cool. Preston says, think you were a senior when I was a freshman. I'm pretty sure that I was probably in college when you went into the school. So Kenneth Garcia says, laugh out loud. So how do we give our third?
I think I mentioned earlier, but the way I came up with Rancheraville. How did I come up with the name Rancheraville?
Well, we didn't set it on the air.
We haven't?
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay.
So, but if you know. So, I don't know. Should we? I don't know.
We'll think of another.
Because, yeah, we didn't say it on the.
So the way I came up with Rancheraville, I was listening to Sirius XM. And I figured, since I always figured, how come they don't have a ranchera or cumbia or New Mexico or just any Latin kind of like station on Sirius XM, man? I'm like, that's boring.
Yeah, so you say you were listening to Bluesville.
I was going through the channels and I hit a channel called Bluesville. I was like, that would be the perfect name for if they had a channel for New Mexico music or anything else, no. And then they hit me, that's going to be the name of my new CD, Rancheraville.
So there it is. Well, if you pay attention, should we say that? So Marcelina says with Kika and Don Lucero.
Don Lucero.
So I was going to ask you, why green?
That's my favorite color. Turquoise, green. That's my, obviously you can tell.
That's my daughter's too. So
turquoise,
and
that was my mom's favorite color,
yeah.
turquoise. She used to love, she would actually buy like turquoise earrings.
Yes,
turquoise,
and then New Mexico.
Turquoise,
Everything
she would go all out with the turquoise, so I always liked turquoise. And you've probably seen my truck on one of the videos.
Yes.
That's turquoise también,
yes.
So everything's turquoise. That's my favorite color.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was like, I want to make sure, that I get the answer for that one.
Nice.
So let me see. So if you guys listen, why the CD name is Rancheraville?
Why did I name it Rancheraville?
Yeah. Así que si saben o si escucharon por qué Daniel Lee le puso al nuevo CD Rancheraville, nos lo dicen y se ganan el último CD que estamos para dar.
Y un póster.
Y el póster autografiado por Daniel Lee Gallegos. Así que apúntense. Ya nomás nos queda el último CD. Y cuéntanos, Daniel, ¿qué más quieres que la gente sepa acerca de ti, de Sangre Joven, de los proyectos que tienes? jóvenes? ¿Hay alguna cosa de que necesites más el apoyo de ellos?
Well, tengo muchos CDs, tengo T-shirts, tengo cachuchas, tengo de todo. If you guys can help me get rid of those, support. Como ahora mismo, I ordered 1,000 de estos. So yo vendí in 1 week. Yo vendí 200.
Wow.
Which is pretty good,
Yes.
On my own. So I still have 800 more to go.
So come on, people.
99 models will be on the wall.
Yeah. So they're saying how you can win. So Mikey, you can win one of the CDs if you tell us why he named the CD Ranchera Bill. He just said it. So he just said it. So come on, Mikey. Let's see.
So me pueden apoyar por agarrar el CD nuevo, and you can pick it up on all the digital platforms. Ya está disponible en todos los platforms digitales también. Or me pueden mandar un cheque, send it to, make it out to Daniel Gallegos, send it to P.O. Box 782 Las Vegas, Nuevo Mexico 87701. They're $20. It includes the shipping también. Y si no, me pueden mandar la feria por PayPal. Send me Dan the Man, the Music Man at msn.com, and include your shipping address.
And God, the question just left me.
Do you want to know what my hobby is?
Tell me your hobby.
I have the best hobby in the whole wide world, Sylvia. Serio. I'm a winemaker.
No way.
I'm a certified winemaker. Yes.
Wow. So you had a lot of fun in the pandemic.
Oh, you know what? That was another blessing from God. Mucha gente estaba tomando quizás. Man, did I get rid of a lot of wine, let me tell you.
Really?
Yes, there's a certain wine there in New Mexico that's really, really popular, and the fruit only grows in northern New Mexico. It's called Capulin, choke cherry wine. And I think I brought you a bottle.
Oh, good, because I was gonna be like, now I'm kind of like wondering, like, how does it taste like?
It's sweet. It's a sweet dessert wine. Dessert wine, yes. And so that's my hobby. My dad used to make wine cuando estaba chiquito. I eyeballed it. My dad used to make it out of anything and everything, and you picked it up. I picked it up as a little kid. I eyeballed it. I knew exactly what the ingredients were. In 2004, the university there in Las Vegas, Nuevo Mexico, Highlands University, offered a class. They offered a class, Winemaking 101. ¿Qué te parece? I was like, what?
Like, I need to take this.
I'm taking this class. I already know how to make the wine, but I might learn something,
you never know. Yeah.
So sure enough, I learned how to use different yeasts. There's different yeasts for wine. I don't know if people know this, but there's some yeast that'll give it a high alcohol content.
Oh, okay.
There's some yeast that'll make it champagne, bubbly. There's some yeast that are just for fruits. There's some yeast just for vegetables. There's some yeast just for red wines, white wines. Yeah.
See, all the stuff we're learning.
Yeah,
What do you think we're going to learn about wine today, right?
It's pretty crazy, And then I learned how to use this. To me, this was kind of weird. The sugars, sugar that you add to it. Like the azúcar de Mexico is the best sugar to use.
Yeah,
because it's not cut. It's pure. So I started using the Mexican sugar, because it's better. The other sugar, it's graduated,
It is very processed, and that's why, like they said, if it tastes like a Coca-Cola from Mexico.
I tried one yesterday, as a matter of fact. We went and ate on Broadway here in Denver, Colorado, at a place called Cochino Tacos.
Saludos.
If you guys are in Denver, Colorado, go hit them up. They have the best tacos de todo, dude. Like every taco you can think of. I had chicharrón tacos, pork belly tacos is what they're called. Oh. And I ordered a Coke, and he brought it in the glass, and Majito ordered one, a 7-Up, and you could tell the difference.
Yes.
Right away, like
you could tell.
So good. They were like, it was a little bit more mielish, but it was good.
It is just that flavor. It seems less. I don't know. For some reason, it tastes with less chemicals.
Yeah.
But the cane sugar.
Cane sugar. So that's what I used to make the wine. So I learned how to make. I took the class. No, it's an 8-week course. Me enseñaron a hacer wine. I already knew how, pero Pero at the end of the course, me dieron un certificate. I'm a certified winemaker.
You're like,
I'm like, yeah, this will come in handy someday. And sure, it came in handy in 2020.
Wow.
Pero yeah, that's my hobby. I make a lot of
So
wine.
you have all your stuff at your house, and so you have your studio at the house, and you have the
Well, you probably saw the
winemaker.
wine behind.
Yes, I
When I was
did.
doing the
That's
live
what it
feeds.
is.
I have over 500 bottles in my studio.
Yeah.
You know, people ask me like, what kind of wine do you make? To me, this is the way I put it. I make wines that are exotic wines.
Okay. Yes.
Exotic wines: banana, coconut, raisin, peach, plum, choke cherry, apple, nectarine, watermelon. You
So
know what I
they're
mean?
like dessert wines
they're
type
like
of thing?
they're exotic wines because you can't just go buy banana wine
No.
anywhere. You know what I mean? So I make exotic wines out of cucumbers. I pretty much make it out of anything.
You like, especially with the pandemic, that there was a lot of free time to think about different things, right?
There was a lot of people drinking.
Well, that too. So it kind of helped you to create, with your mind to
But it was
come up with new flavors.
but it was nice, people they supported me on that venture too, So that's my hobby.
Wow, that's amazing. See, that's one of the things that a lot of people are saying that the pandemic, came and ruined their lives, which, a lot of times we don't see the positive things that can come out with it.
And los Chicanos, no, we're hustlers.
Right. You're putting me down.
This ain't we'll find a way.
Yeah. We'll get up and make it happen.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Wow.
that was my mentality. That's the way my mom and dad showed me. I'm sure a lot of razas like that también. We gotta hustle. We're not just gonna just sit back and we ain't going down like that.
Dice, podemos llorar, pero nos paramos otra vez y seguimos
Yeah.
para darle, a darle. No, pero qué padre, fíjate, o sea, saber eso de ti de que haces vino y vinos exóticos de diferentes tipos de frutas y esas cosas, es una cosa como, ¿quién se lo iba a imaginar? Daniel y Gallegos haciendo vino.
Vino, I do vino, and like I said, there's two flavors that people just, I can't keep them in stock. People just, they fly out the door. It's that choke cherry, capulin. And then, have you ever gone to Nuevo Mexico? I'm sure you probably have, but a cactus. Have you ever seen the purple tunas?
Yeah.
They're big. Sometimes they're small, but they're purple.
Yeah.
In English, they llaman prickly pear.
Oh, okay.
So
I never knew in English how to call it.
Prickly pear. So that's what they call their tuna. My dad used to eat it when we would go to the ranch. Yeah.
Because I remember when I was little eating them.
Yeah, the little purple tunas, and I make wine out of those también, and that is a very delicious wine.
And you got me one of those too.
I will see what we got there. Wait for it.
Wait for it. That sounds really good.
I actually made también some wine that's pretty interesting. I made a green chili wine.
Oh, wow.
And red chili wine. But they're a little kind of rough to drink because it's chile, of course.
Yeah.
But you know what they're good for? To cook.
Oh, that's
It's very good
true.
cooking wine. You can marinate the tosteke or tu fajita and marinate them overnight, and they'll have the taste of the chili in it.
It will have the taste and not so heavy, like the flavor, because it's just the wine. Wow, but a lot of people, they use wine just to cook, and that is a great idea.
Yeah, so some of the wines that I make are cooking wines. I made some potato wine, and it's not really. It tastes like vodka.
Yes.
It tastes exactly like vodka.
Yeah, because the vodka is made
I
of
was like,
potatoes.
"La máquina, this isn't wine. This is vodka."
You're like, okay, let me go to the restaurants and start selling my cooking wines.
Yeah, so.
That is amazing. So, you come up with the idea of the bottle, the design.
The
Do you
design.
have
I have my own label. It's Sangre Joven homemade wine. And they call me Dan the Man, the winemaking man.
That is so cool. It's like you never know what you're gonna learn with, the artist.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you just get asked like, what are you doing? That's it. We don't want to know
Where you
anything
from?
about
Your personal.
Nothing, exactly. And this is why I love doing my shows. You know, I love interviewing people and getting to know more about their personal stuff. Of course, we're gonna hear about their projects and everything else that is going on, but at the same
you want
time,
to hear about their hobbies.
Exactly, their hobbies, and you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on that nobody knows.
Yeah, la gente no sabe.
Yeah.
Pero
Y se imaginan que todo es siempre de lo mejor. No, todo es siempre lo mejor, como estabas diciendo, Daniel. Cuando empezó la pandemia estabas deprimido, te sentías mal porque perdiste tus 2 trabajos. Entonces empezaste todos los videos en vivo en el Facebook para animarte a ti, pero sin pensar que animarías a miles, a millones de personas ya con esto. Entonces es de poquito a poquito
les
como
truje
se va.
alegría,
Exactamente.
mucha alegría en el corazón a mucha gente.
Y hay muchas canciones que tocabas y yo ni me acordaba de ellas, o sea, ay, hace mucho que no escucho esa canción.
Muchas canciones viejitas, and we did, and you know what, I kind of try to keep it rancheras and stuff like that, pero muchos de los artistas, they wanted to do country and some
Yeah,
rock
because
and
I remember
roll.
when you had Severo, there was a song that you guys sang, I can't remember it now, but it was an old song that I haven't heard in a long time.
Severo got on there too.
Yeah.
We had some good times, man. We had some good times. I actually made new friends with some of these artists. You know, some of them I knew who they were, but I didn't know them personally on a personal level. So when I contacted them, they were like, "Yeah, Daniel, you know, I want to meet you. I've always wanted to meet you."
And then they come over. They have wine. They have. I mean, no wonder they were calling you at the end. And the other ones were probably, "Oh, you should see how much wine he has in there." And they're like, "Let me call him up."
So I made new friendships también.
That is so good. See, there's a lot of stuff that comes out with like some of the negative times that we've been having. You know, a lot of people actually became artists during this pandemic.
Right.
So it is so awesome, you know, just to be supportive. And like I said, remember, you want to support an artist, you buy the products. And this is Daniel Liz, you know, he did so many concerts for you for free, you know, gave you happiness, made you dance. You know, because you put us to dance too.
Andaban bailando in their kitchens and mucha gente me mandaba mensajes or they would send me messages. We put you on the big screen. They had us on the big screen in the living room. They were partying in their garages. They were partying around campfires. They were partying in their cars driving us. I was like, what the heck, man? This is crazy.
Well, because, you know, they were so happy to hear you back. And, you know, even though it couldn't be, like, physically there, it was good to
people would travel, you know, they were traveling and they would put their phones on and put it in their cars, you know, while they were driving, you know. It was a blessing. A blessing from God.
Yeah, déjame leo a ver si alguien pudo averiguar. Okay. Raúl Armendáriz otra vez nos dijo la respuesta. Déjame ver si fue. I missed it.
Les agradezco mucho, mi raza. Thank you guys for the
García, hello. Preston Martínez dice, that's why I'm here waiting. Gracias, Preston. Mickey, ¿lo tomas con cheesecake? No, Mickey, no lo tomamos con cheesecake. So Raúl Armendáriz said he was listening to XM Radio and was thinking there should be a New Mexico station.
That's what I said.
Yeah, exactly. So he gets the 2 CDs.
Yeah.
2 CDs and the 2 posters. So yeah, Raúl Armendáriz. So how you want to do this? Have him communicate with you?
Yeah, yo se lo mando. He hit me up on Facebook and I'll send him, que me mande el address and I'll send it to him.
There you go. Congratulations, Raúl. Felicidades a Raúl que se ganó 2 CDs y 2 posters autografiados también. Let me see. I thought I was whiteboard. Many talents, Mickey says. Exactly, Mickey. See, it's just that when you're an artist, it's kind of like a have to thing that we had to do many things.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, sometimes whatever it is that your passion is, it doesn't pay for everything. I don't know, but yeah, you just have to do it. Tenemos que darle a diferentes cosas. Casi todos los que yo conozco artistas tienen otra cosa que hacer. Preston Martinez, Jungle Juice. Exactly. Mickey says he's serenading the ladies with his music and wine. There you go. He knows how to do it. Yes. ¿Cómo puedo? Mickey's asking, how can he win una botella de vino?
Una botella de vino, ay.
Quieren que des una botella de vino.
Ay.
Quieren que es una botella de vino. Bueno, tal vez no ahorita, pero ¿qué tal después?
Después,
Yeah. So he's gonna do it later. So make sure you follow him on Facebook, Mickey, and maybe you can do some type of
giveaway.
Yeah, giveaway or something like that. And yeah, that's the he can give.
Not responsible for blackouts.
Exactly. And Dusan, thank you for watching us all the way from Serbia. And we're almost, yeah, he's pretty far, but he's always watching us. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And seriously, like he's always
fans?
supporting. Is you. I'll try to get that to you. But yeah, so we're almost done with the show, Danieli. I really appreciate you being here.
Un placer. I've always wanted to come down to KUHS and do an actual live, porque there's nothing like actually being in front of being in person. You know what I mean? We've done several on the phones.
Yes.
On Zoom.
We did a Zoom, a phone, and then on a venue.
In a venue, so yeah.
But they weren't.
This is like this is what I like right here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We connect. We feed off each other.
Exactly. Exactly.
Les agradezco mucho for having me and helping me promote el CD nuevo Rancheraville de Daniel y Gallegos de Las Vegas, Nuevo Mexico. Get it while it's hot, guys. I encourage you to support New Mexico music, and thank you for supporting Domingos aquí, canciones en Domingos.
Sí, pues muchas gracias, Daniel. Ha sido un placer y un honor tenerte aquí. Como tú dices, no hay nada como estar aquí enfocándonos en la entrevista y en las cosas que son importantes. Muchas veces no hemos podido hacer esto por diferentes razones, pero gracias a Dios se nos dio.
It's been over a year how to do live radio interviews. Thanks Henry. I appreciate it. I love you, corazón.
No, he has nothing to do with this.
Oh yeah.
No, thank you, my manager.
Thank you to Paul también. You know, thank you all the DJs here. You guys do a lot of work behind the scenes. La gente no mira lo que hacen ustedes, pero you guys do a really good job. And you guys bring in different. So you guys bring. You try and different artistas.
Yes.
I try to tune in as often as I can on Sundays, pero siempre hay diferentes.
Sí, yo trato de agarrar como toco de toda la música, quiero que la gente escuche, porque muchas veces no se dan la oportunidad de escuchar otro tipo de música, y muchas veces necesitamos conocer los diferentes géneros un poquito para entender por qué esa gente prefiere esa música. Entonces es bonito saber de todo, conocer de todo. La vida es muy loca para no
It's always good to try different stuff. That's what I was telling my daughter yesterday. They say, you don't need to try different foods. That's what we had to eat at.
Okay.
So you gotta try different stuff, Hita. You know, you gotta try different things. You know.
Yeah, it's like that. The food is delicious. Like a lot of people says, you know, like what type of food do you like? And I'm like, was that really a question? Because like I can't answer.
That's like me. When they say, well, what kind of music do you like? I'm like, oh, I like all the music.
Yes,
you know?
Exactly. It's like because that's what feeds the soul.
Yeah.
You know, it is hard to pick one when you know there's like good things in different genders. You know, it's so hard. But yeah, so we try to do everything.
Good
so Raul is saying, I work at the postal service, just keeping myself employed. Gracias.
Good job to the United States Postal Service.
Yes. Because that's another people that they didn't pay off,
yeah,
you know. So thank you so much.
They were essential workers at home.
So Martínez Nora says, yeah, Daniel, you rock, gracias, música del norte. Ya, muchas gracias. Y bueno, amigos, nos despedimos entonces. Esto ha sido Canciones de Domingo con Silvia por KUHS de Radio y Televisión. Muchas gracias, Daniel, otra vez. Claro que sí, un abrazo. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Un placer tenerte y nos vemos en octubre.
Ya.
Nos vemos en octubre. A ver si puedes venir al estudio otra vez. Vienes con la banda. Vienes con la banda, exactamente. Así que ya saben, octubre 16, Danieli, Sangre Joven, viene aquí a Colorado, a Commerce City, al American Legion en Commerce City. Así que no se les olvide, es $20 el ticket avanzado.
Nancy
Sánchez es la que está vendiendo los tickets. Por favor, comuníquense con ella. Thank you so much, guys, for being with us. Canciones Domingo with Silvia, KUHS en Radio Televisión. Remember to get Daniel's new CD. Thank you so much, Daniel, for being here. And remember, he's coming back October 16 to the American Legion in Commerce City. Nancy Sanchez for tickets. And Luisa Gaitan saying, great interview. Thank you so much, Luisa.
Thank you, Luisa.
And you guys have a wonderful Sunday. Kisses,
Adios.
my friends.
Peace out.
Hasta luego. O como dicen, hasta la luego, ¿no? Gracias por estarnos acompañando. Y aquí en el aire los dejo con una canción más de Ranchera Bill, del nuevo CD de Daniel y Gallegos. ¿Y qué tal si nos ponemos Pídeme la Luna?
Vámonos.
Vámonos con
¡Cumbia!
Pídeme la Luna. Y aquí les va.